gosh, I mean, this could be the end. It's series point
Okay.
for 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves, map up on defense, Plug on attack. No raid boss, but we go for a straight up A split, or at least A control.
That is after this, but let's start a pistol.
I've seen that as a default.
First blood off of Jerwin, but a big paranoia, big blind from 100 Thieves. Catches Plug, but that just really is delay for 100 Thieves to back up and play the back
Great
of the
stun
site,
flood.
but
Oh my.
Boostio does not care.
Boostio wrecked everyone. 25 HP, super doable.
1v2. Not even gonna stop the wingman. Doesn't want to reveal his position, but now you might as well, because now you have to spike exactly where you want him. Jerwin, 25 HP. Playing together.
Holy, yeah, the ghosts, they had no idea where he was. Shout out to Boostio, shout out to Cryo. Big 1v2. Pleb, with the raid, thank you so much, dude. Hope your stream is good. Thank you for the raid.
At the same time, too. I think, or maybe even it was a relay bolt from Asuna. But yeah, you have to rely and count on Cryo once again.
Cryo, yeah, Cryo's a beast.
To clutch a 1 versus 2 in your favor. Idea was great.
The whole Sentinel Cypher arc could have been pretty nice. He looks good.
So nothing really came out, but there was still
I feel like that C-hold was nice with that, how long he waited for you to
punish that right away. But that slight mistake of just leaving the wingman alone allowed here Cryo.
I think Zix is really good with util management, like making sure his teams are good with util management. EG and 100 Thieves.
Is exactly what Plug is trying to do. Just try to get the splat down with the wingman.
Like his teams have consistently been insanely good with util.
The market side, and EU is just a menace. 3. He doesn't need help from anyone else, and even did damage to Jerwin before he's underground. But I thought Jerwin was gonna go down after that.
My God, wait, we're on for an absolute clip. 18 HP, 12 HP, 18 HP.
This round was gonna be dead, and it could be possible with Cryo at 18 HP, and he's babysitting the spike right now. So Jerwin has to find his way around.
And Jerwin's at 12, but for him, I mean, Neon things one more time and catches so many players 100 Thieves off guard. The thing is, the positioning you see from the rotate from Jerwin right now is there's
the longer he waits, the longer Cryo has to expect B main.
So he has to be a little bit more aggressive, but the timer of the camera just finished. So now he can just stick towards that, watch towards B main, continue to tap onto the camera, and he should be in a good spot. Jerwin cannot go for any more
you
stuns,
don't have to run or anything, you're all good.
Slide, though. He does have a slide.
Oh.
Now the jig is up, and Jerwin has to just almost
that's unlucky.
It
was a nice try. A lot of damage done.
That's where Cryo is. The perfect timing as 100 Thieves take the anti-eco.
Yeah, and all he did was just watching the angle after, and mentioned in the last slide, it was actually used by Jerwin, thinking that somehow Cryocells was going to rotate over from middle all the way to market. So he watched towards that area. He
breaking the trip, yeah, breaking the trip was not the one.
Not
wrong. I think he was scared that he was going to get caught by the camera once he was starting to walk over towards B, but he just chanced it anyway.
Absolutely nothing where Jerwin has an overdrive.
Again, he did great damage to even get into that situation, though, so can't really criticize too much.
Not a weird round, a crazy round where he almost had back-to-back aces, you know, both teams went insane.
Maybe they could have saved the ult, especially against the low guns. Like the ult here, I would always be using the ult of actually buying a gun. You can take a couple of risks, and it's not like you're giving them a gun if you go aggro with it. Then you get to reset on the ult real fast.
An aggressive peek on that side so they could scale a little bit more deeply into the left. Nice little util so far by Plug to just scale up here towards the A side jump.
This judge is still gonna... Should be guaranteeing you a kill, right? No,
48, it's a nice trade from Asuna. Slide out.
And takes care of that judge.
Nice.
Could have been devastating.
I mean, he kind of got bailed out by the attack smoke here. What is this smoke? Why are we doing this?
Boostio thinks he could just get a backstab, but Plug just had a delayed push. Now using the Gecko Flash and a Paranoia from Bao right through the center. 100 Thieves just don't have anyone protecting this anymore, and it'll be Cryo coming from spawn. Hope to do some damage.
Or save his weapon here, but he'll die inside a clean round from Trust
So,
and Plug overall, again, the util
what are we
was
doing?
great scaling up towards that A site. The one-way smoke, then throwing the
Double
Dizzy to
judge.
confirm nobody's on the
Dinger.
left side, so you could just focus on the right. And I was waiting for a fault line or something to happen.
Buys judge and then buys judge again. I mean, I'm so fine with it.
Just stun for yourself
Good,
and
nice
swing
shot.
through to get the opener. So all very, very nice. In that last round, Mikey got great value of lurking up on this middle.
Bucky
and
overdrive.
realized here that Cryo did
Yeah,
not
I agree
place
with
a
that
trip
as well.
on that side.
That's what I would be
So
doing. I would have done like
potentially
this
realizing that the
by the
Cypher's
round
placing
before,
double trips
but
on B,
then
this
your
could be
money's
an
just crazy
opportunity
good.
for
But this
Tristan
is
Plug to
also
start
it's also fun.
punishing that a little bit more on his splits all the way back towards Boba in the late rounds of this half.
Okay, he goes Stinger. Similar situation, holds over towards A though, and then goes a little bit closer.
Plug will have their lurk in mid off the camera. Will be
Camera
Mikey
spots
just
everything at mid.
being as
When
careful as
does
he
Cryo
can.
check his camera? Because he's going to
Also
see
being
numbers
ready to
here. Unless we're
react
saving
to
it for
if there's a
retake and we're
push
just
out
trying
of
to do
A
double
off
kill
his
trip.
Meanwhile,
We
Plug
are.
have made entry. It is German maybe getting caught by some trips.
That's a
as
cool
100
recon.
Thieves were able to
Wait, what
capitalize
is this
on that
recon?
moment until now, until main was left open for Cryo. And Gerwin is still trying to sweep the pack site with the ult activated and couldn't be steady enough against Asuna. He goes 1 for 1. Now you're left with
Yeah,
even
chill.
numbers. Spike
You've owned it.
recovered. So kind of waiting for the smoke to dissipate, for this right side to be cleared, and the sync wasn't perfect, but it's just up to Xander to save this for 100 Thieves in a 1 versus 2. As Monty still has to get the
Ooh.
gun out, he gets the
Guy's
last
hitting some
lap.
shots
And
though, he's doing good.
unfortunately, only a stinger or two, so
100
he
V's a
had
pretty cool
smoke,
recon when they head
otherwise
over
Stinger
towards the
trying to melt down his
site.
opponent 'cause
Recon
he
that
can't
lands in
wall
the back
that
corner here, so
corner,
it's hard for them to
with
shoot
the-
it.
with the stinger. But
Did they have
overall, it
kill
was
trip
almost
here at the
a
same
round
time so you
that
go
slipped
back
through
into
in
it?
terms of the execution here for Trust and Plug.
Okay,
Why is
I
Tigo
liked a
turning
lot of
his
stuff
spike
with
through
100
where you
Thieves,
could
but
have
their
especially that
kill
wingman. Why are you
trips
still
didn't
using
make
them in your
sense for their
composition with
positioning.
Probably, even
Especially with the
get
recon as well, they should
composition
heavy
and make the
prioritize
strongest
market
thing
maybe more.
out of that kit to help you on that plant to play the 6 versus 5 on the site takes. But thankfully here, we're able
who's
to
killing
salvage
off of
it.
this?
One thing that's good for Trust and Plug is that they do have aim. So you bring these individual duels 1 by 1, you can make it work.
Oh, the defensive paranoia just to slow this down, and you're throwing the
Did they
Huntress
love an
Fury
ult on an
into
eco?
the mix on a sheriff round that just put a dent into Plug, and it did get a kill, but without Boostio, without your leader, this could be a tough one for 100 Thieves. But you know, this was already going to be an uphill battle. At least good damage was done. Gerwin's down to 5. Bao at 75.
Unlucky 145.
Yeah. Now Cryo's gonna check things
Oh,
out.
nice
Monty's
shot.
watching the cross, and Xander, like,
Okay, nicely
for
handled from
the
Plug.
Sheriffs to do
Not sure
that
about
much
the ult.
damage to get these kills is, I think, pretty important for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of investment that came through, or actually, should I say, a lot of it is
Okay, I'm fine with
investment,
this.
especially with the 2 ults. They're trying to utilize just crunch back into the Tiles play. So very, very nice on Trust
Okay,
and
either
Plug
way.
to just stay back towards the spawn. Yes, T got caught there towards that line, but it only makes sense because
Money
he went
diff is
for a
giant
fast
at the
lane down
moment.
towards
If
middle,
100
went
Thieves
for a
lose this,
stun
Plug's gonna
down
have a pretty
towards
good
the
attack
tiles.
score.
So you're hoping that if people are trying to run away from the line, most of them will be converged back towards the
Yeah,
entrance
I mean,
of the spawn.
going
towards
aggro
the
A
site.
and picking up
But
Breacher would
unfortunately,
make the
Huddersfield
most
only got
sense
one.
for
So you
100
went for
Thieves on
trap
this
play,
one.
didn't pan out in your favor, but at
Yeah,
least
we've got the
Sheriffs
one-way up,
did
can break
to-
the
to
camera, no
force
one
a couple
pushes
of buys
through,
back at the
Orb is
Plug
here
in
if they
this
want
round.
it.
But it was a
Attacker,
little gamble for
smoke,
100
mid.
Thieves.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
now we're
didn't
kind
pay
of
off
actually
with
having someone that can
where they're
capitalize off
hoping
of
to funnel
this.
Trust and Plug in. So good on them
Off
on
of the trip.
side.
I like that change
Stay
up.
back passively towards the spawn.
I mean, didn't EU get
think-
like a 3K
I think Silver
in
Market's pretty underrated
Plug
with what
just
you
have
can
to
do.
approach this a little more carefully on the flood, and there's even a trip there to support EU. As Plug destroyed the door, but didn't immediately jump in, just in case there's gonna be some fire back from 100 Thieves. This player just gonna take their time and. Okay, this market's left open. Wow, that's suspicious.
Cryo's got to do so
It's a
much here,
drone.
but they're
It's
just
gonna fire
fighting
at least
here,
one
retake
in
over
mid.
towards B. They might get away with it. I'm looking at the breach kind of. Okay,
Yeah,
not
so
He's
yet.
just gonna go and support B.
Right now,
Oh, wow.
they were focusing a lot on, or giving a lot of trust here onto Cryo because he has the trips and cameras to just anchor up the B site so they could focus on fighting mid and A.
Okay,
Now that the
fake
trip and
over
camera's been
towards
broken, you're
B.
spinning out
Cryo
defenses back towards
pretty
middle, so
much
I love your
clears
back
a
towards the
lot
blood.
of
You're
this. Not
reflipping the
really.
map, taking
Yeah, that
advantage
recon's
of
good.
middle
The
now,
recon
after
clears
making noise off
everything.
B, after forcing to rotate towards
Yeah, I
B and
don't know
try to
about this
split
round from
towards A.
Plug. Might have
Boostio wins
overcooked
that
this
first
one.
fight, and that's gonna slow
Boostio's a
down that
lunatic
push.
on 10 HP.
Boostio only has 100 HP, so hey, just getting a kill is huge for
10
him.
seconds.
Xander reestablishes into elbow. Paranoia is to try and get the spike. Or just to really
Plug
shake
really
up
overthought
the
this round,
site.
man. It was good.
Spike only has 5 more seconds to go
It
down.
was good
and there's
until it
just
wasn't
not
good.
enough time. 100 Thieves' retakes are just too good.
So a little bit nice there by Teague to win that fight against Xander. You saw the tech of him trying to go.
There's
for the
one thing
Paranoid.
going on at
Teague
the
did
moment from
cross,
100 Thieves
but
is really
I
cool, and
feel
it's
like the
EU's recon
Paranoid
every single
just
time
hit
over towards B.
Teague as he's about to TP, so Teague already knew of the repositioning of Xander there. But that first kill and that second one from Boostio right at that elbow. Again, manipulating the map very correctly for Trust and Plug, and they just needed to add a little bit more to guarantee the trade onto Boostio.
Okay, now we got a lot of ults. Lot of ults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 3. People that eco on this.
Trying to play contact after
Should be a big round. People should be using their ults on this.
Unfortunate there, he ties up the
He
game.
missed the first map. How was it? It was pretty dominant from 100 Thieves.
Still not the best buy going.
They had him a little bit worried on maybe some rounds, but other than that, it was actually pretty nice to watch.
So we'll have to see how that's going to resume once we come back from this technical pause, but we'll take the advantage at least of the technical pause to give a huge thanks to our sponsors, Asus ROG, Republic of Gamers, and Intel Gaming, for forking out the money and allowing us for getting some great giveaways, rather, and as well as a major prize pool for those who dare, presented by SOAR. So big shout out now for the technical
moving
pause.
to Breach from
Resume.
Gecko.
Again, I think
Yeah,
I'm
Breach
still
on
quite
IGL
early in this
makes
game
sense.
So far, Lemon Kiwi, to really see how these players or these teams
And
are
it
really
seems
taking
like
advantage
he's
of
someone
this
that
map,
speaks
because
a
there's
lot
been
as
a lot of
well.
different looks here on both sides. Aggression from
I think
the
that people
defensive
will
side,
buy
slow
less
tempo
half
defaults
shields
on
now
the
that the
attack side,
Phantom is
and it really comes
stronger.
down to like these last 2v2s or whatnot. So
I think we're
both
probably
teams are
going to
playing
get
this
a
map quite well.
world where
I think Plug has really had to adapt.
people
and put their thinking
still
caps on,
think it's
'cause
like a
it doesn't feel
preference
like
and
set
people use
plans,
Vandal a
like,
lot,
by the book compared
when
to how we
honestly
saw them
I
on
would
Haven.
try
It's
and
been a lot
have
of, okay, well,
as
Mikey
many
is
people
low,
as
can't
possible
really
using
work,
Phantom.
So we gotta send Monsi over at A, and then guess who's at A? It's just been Boostio shutting that down time and time again. If not him, someone else who has a judge, and it's been tough for Plug to get map control without
I don't know.
losing bodies.
Don't
in the
really know how
process,
teams are
and
gonna
you're
go
talking
for
about
it.
these 2v2s, and that's because 100 Thieves are just so hard to take down without them taking you down with them.
That's a difficult thing in a
Phantom
competition
supremacy.
for Plug, right? Because you
Yeah,
don't
it is
have a
actually just
fade
better
eye, or
now.
you don't have a
That's the
recon
thing.
guard that could even throw into
Like, it
the
is
elbow
actually-
aggressively. You have to basically launch
Like,
your
I love
Vizzy
the
as soon as
Vandal, but
possible,
even I would try and
but
use the
you're gonna
Phantom
have
just
to be
because I
so
know it's
close.
better
So
now.
your elbow control is not going to be as good and as potent as 100 Thieves would have with
Like
the
maybe
solo.
map dependent a little bit in terms of where you're playing, but
Drone shut down Plug, trying something new after the technical pause.
Damn,
And
bro.
once
Bro, send it
again,
in.
he is a pillar
Wait,
in his
like,
stances,
this my guy's
and
calm,
Plug
though.
can at least depend on
He killed the
Mikey
Sova
to be
mid
huge.
slide
Neural
from
theft
the
advantage for
from the
team.
Neon.
And Mikey will reunite. Rolling Thunder now being used. Boostio still has his in the back pocket if they think Cryo's in
It's a
trouble.
really
they can
bold
back him
breach
out.
ult, but
They're getting
honestly,
behind the pillar.
considering their money,
Thunder from the
like they
offense
need to
didn't do
win the
anything but
round.
help
They
them
know how big
plan
this round
with
is,
the
right?
camera
So
in place.
they're going pretty
You know,
heavy for the
once in sight,
2v3.
One's at the back.
So it is worth.
100 Thieves have their own Rolling Thunder, but with the judge, it's
Yeah, we just
not
flipped
the
them
best
up.
place for Boostio to push into unless
Oops.
they were close.
Oh, wait, that was a
Now
nice stun.
Rolling Thunder, but look, Plug, we're in shelter. Mikey is in the
He's
smoke,
just so
hearing them
killing
walk
this cypher.
by, waiting to hear where that third one is. Maybe get the cutoff, and it's
Ooh, that
Cryo
was-
playing in
ooh,
main,
this
so he's
is
gonna get the backstab on
smart.
Mikey, especially because of the flash from Boostio. And it's just Teague left, holding the angle, has the reload, gets the jump peek, sees Xander
Time's
running
kinda low
away.
here.
The defuse gets halfway,
Yeah.
and all the way now is
Dude, I really
Thieves
like
take
this
the
though.
lead.
Good thing
This
on
made a lot
Cryo
of
too.
sense, right? The
Again,
two person
trust
sending it
Cryo
over
that he's
towards
gonna win
site,
that
and then we're
1v1.
just
Xander
holding
runs inside that smoke
like this
to
angle.
go for the
It gets
defuse.
anyone that's
And it was
pushing
still
out,
great
and they
delays.
can
You
help it
talked about
spawn
that
as
Rolling
well.
Thunder that was available there for Boostio for the retake, but one single fault line came out
Yeah,
from
he's
Teague.
just waiting for the
Really didn't
reaction.
allow for 100
And
Thieves
then
to
no
really
matter what,
tempo
even
up
if they
at
jump,
that spot. And
the
look
damn,
at
this
that
was
replay.
really cool.
Again,
Actually
Plug
played that really
reading
well.
the map correctly, reading the conditioning that they've been doing and what the reads. I've mentioned before, like the Mikey lurk on the top
Because
middle.
no
saying,
matter
"Hey, there's
what,
no
like
trip
this
up
can
here.
take first
There's an
contact here,
opportunity
then
for us
these
to
two
try to
can
take
swing.
advantage of that,
Then
a
if
little
someone
bit later
pushes
on in
out
the
here
round.
because of
They
the
do
sound
so
as
in round
well,
number 7, but
this
unfortunately
guy
didn't have
just-
enough
he's
utility
focusing
to
on
really
them.
try to support here the players and blind those that defensive line
It's
rather
unlucky,
on the
5
top
HP.
mid.
Hey, Plug, when they brought out the aggression on Haven, it paid off. It got a little dicey. with
That
the
on-
fault
that
line
on the
came
new
out of
patches,
Boostio, and Plug still
insta-kill.
found their shot into Xander, who swung off of Boostio's contact
shot.
and was creeping across. Boostio still gets away with that. Again, Plug lose bodies on their way into the site, and cutting them off at elbow is Boostio. Still with the flash in hand.
Dude, look at Cryo. He's taking
They'll just
so
hold the
much
corner,
space.
waiting for reinforcement as Plug hope to pivot, and they shut down The lurk in mid from Cryo. Now the sky's the limit for
Ended up
Plug
not
as they
being
re-clear
worth just
through
'cause he
mid
killed the
and
guy that was
hope
5
to get to B
HP.
before 100 Thieves do.
And if Jerwin gets an opener, that's even better because you're really forcing to rotate
One
over.
person
Remember, we
makes
talked about
sound and fakes
them
over
having a
towards
hard
B.
time
Dude,
with
they've
that.
got
That's a
some
huge
low
thing.
HP.
We talk
7
about them trying to
70.
re-clear back towards the A site, and they haven't been the best in terms of the buddy system. They still need to be sure that they're not overextending this where they could punish Boostio here.
Yeah, and
Spike
Asano
hasn't
was
gone
like,
down
well,
yet, so
they
100
would have
Thieves is
planted
taking a
early.
little too long, getting suspicious, and the Spike is back at A, but look who's around the corner, still Boostio with util. Asuna
Asano
got
makes a lot of
speed,
sound. Boostio's trying to
violence
play off the
too.
bait.
Boostio was hoping to
Oh
crunch off
my
Asuna,
god.
who's still gonna take the helm in a
No
1
slide.
versus 1. Mikey
Actual normal duel for once with a Neon.
shot, Asuna versus Mikey,
And
and
that's
it's
done.
Plug that tie.
Oh man, and it looks like Boostio was trying to come through and surprise an opponent. He knew that after the fault line and from the line of it, that he was going to come in very close to fight against Teague right around the corner. But he did not expect that Mikey was going to be out towards the elbow to win that fight. And just off this, yes, lovely push by Cryo. But with him getting punished, a great read rather.
Mike?
from Trusted
Yeah, he's
Plug,
really
knowing that
good.
there's the B side's going to be open, and Durin did a great
He was
job
the guy that
to
impressed me
force
the
that
most.
rotate, especially after winning that fight against EU towards Boba. That had to be the
He's
most
calm.
crucial kill that was needed for Trust and Plug for them to be able to win that round. And yes, it did come down to a 1v1, but you're still 1v1 against a heavy
Timeout.
heavy
Everyone's
hitter
sitting
like Mikey.
around 3, bit over 3.
Surprised you're
They can
taking
still get a good
timeout here.
low
I thought
buy.
things have been going pretty swimmingly for 100 Thieves. I know the score is tied.
Too aggressive
but
from
they
Cryo.
felt very strong in the early rounds. Like EU, I feel like is always taking
Yeah, with
somebody
a
them, if
3-person
not
stack,
multiple.
yeah.
Yet Cryo,
But-
who was triple positive last round, 9 and 3.
The weird map. I don't even know where he's meant to
He's
go.
incredible too, and for your Sentinel to do this well on defense is amazing. Neural theft is
Because
gonna
no
give
matter
him an
what, he could get
advantage.
timed anyway.
I think the thing too is that they have a lot of this Cryo set up on B side and not too much on A, so they're doing a lot of these or crunches or these holds that are passive towards mid and A side. But it was very well read by Trusted and Plug so far, and when you're trying to play a little bit more passively for 100 Thieves, then Plug is able to manipulate the map quite well to continue with these default and forces these rotates, right? So you want these rounds to be a little bit cleaner on the side of 100 Thieves, and maybe that's why the timeout is being utilized here by Zix, just to make sure that they can't keep this
Okay,
game
nice.
close here
Nice
between them
idea
and
for the
Plug.
eco. One
That
away
maybe
from,
the aggression could be just like Haven. You try to aggress
One
more
away
towards the B
from
side, you funnel towards
Neon
the Cypher
ult.
setup on
We
A,
had 4 people
and
starting
try to-
here with
try
a
to get the
stun that
best
could
value
have
out
gone
of
in
that, try to get
reactively
the
as
best
well if they
value out
wanted
of
to try
your
and
flank
make some
retake
kind of trap
capabilities
play.
that
So we
Evos
forwarded all the
was mentioning
options.
at the desk with this composition.
Remember to see if anyone's push middle.
The A hit, 100 Thieves.
They
not
could have a
keeping
pretty good retake here with the Neon
anyone
ult.
an elbow this time. Xander's been holding the left
No
side,
doubt.
but not going for an aggro peak. Really holding his own. And now Monsi has revealed the team off
Okay,
of
let's
First
so now.
Blood. Plant will go through and
If the
on
Omen
top side
and
too
the
is
Sova
Gerwin,
died
one
before we
away
started
from
the
the ult.
retake,
Even
that is
Teague one away from the
devastating.
Rolling Thunder. Jal just takes one for things to spill over for Plug to get the lead.
Well.
And there is Monsi that just gets greeted there by Xander, but Monsi will continue the streak and off of the wingman. Oh god, Monsi just can't see anything.
Oh, God.
Yo can take his time with 3 with the Sheriff, gets an upgrade.
Oh dear
Doesn't
god.
get immediate vision on the side though, thanks to the neon wall. There's the flash. Jerwin knows not to peek that. Counter flash. Boostio versus the world it feels.
Damn.
Oh, and
We're
just
close
a better
though,
swing
got
out of
expensive.
Plug
I
to
thought he
take
was
care of
gonna
that.
do it
Great
here.
shots of the Sheriff no matter
really
what,
thought he was
though,
gonna
for
do
him
it.
to dodge those shots too on a fully blinded Monsi running up. It looks like he was whiffing shots, but he was actually hitting players behind Monsi to get even Ban Bao down.
Vinyl
So a
with
nice
the
little
Prime.
3K
Chat,
that
everyone
in
say
that
hi to my dad.
position that
Thank you for the
really
Prime,
is
Dad.
potentially
Appreciate
not
the
gonna
9
be
months.
best of buys here that
Thank
we
you
see
very
from
much.
Plug. I saw a couple of them were like at 200 or 300.
Wanna say
after
hi to
this
Slug
round.
Dad.
So yeah, you're getting a spike plant. I mean, it's a spike plant and a victory, right? So it's still 3,300 across the board. So you should be able to get half shields, yeah, and still good rifles. It's just Mikey that's going to have a drop here, and we'll figure out what's going to happen now. But an opportunity for 100 Thieves to really break the econ on the defensive side, and we're looking at the setup. Something that I was
Okay,
mentioning for us.
money
trying to take advantage
still
of
low.
after
Like
this
those free
timeout.
kills
Maybe try to
actually
flip the
matter.
map across on how
Like
you
they
wanna do
really
the
do.
setups,
There's a
but
lot of damage
it's
done. If
still
they
gonna
win
be
this,
the
they
same
force
here
them
to
down
keep
to an
corral cells
eco.
on this,
Same here,
B site,
everyone.
But you're not as aggressive down towards the middle or the A line. So you're forcing now a lot of util to come out on the A side with these one-way smokes that I don't think Xander has been throwing that many times here at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, not having to. I mean, they could just fall line off of Boostio, and it's kind of been back and forth on who's been benefiting from these barrier down aggression as Plug. They go quietly. They'll use the first flash from Monsi to get info. Gets nothing. Jerwin is testing the waters and he gets to slip by. And I like that Plug are just
Nice
gonna
line with
depend
some.
on Jerwin to pull aggro and to eat the util because he could get out of it.
They wasted so much. Right now, you could just wait the smoke and just pop right out. You have
Yeah,
this
I'm
Rolling
glad
Thunder
Boostio
and
didn't stick
also
around here.
the
'Cause
overdrive to just retake
it's like
A.
nice sticking here, but not
Now,
against the Gecko. The
what
flush
does
through the
System do
window
for
can
the
completely
contact?
own you. Cause
Again, they got to be a little
can
bit more
just-
grouped up here so Xanders doesn't catch one off guard. It works.
Oh god.
Sander gets out, Rolling Thunder from Teague, and
Dude, the
Boostio just
overwhelm
got
here
cooked
was
from the
so,
whole
so strong.
squad.
This is really nice from
Plug are not
Xander,
even done
TPing
yet.
up towards
Jerwin's
heaven, but
checking every corner.
gonna be a hard retake again.
Got the
Like every
spike.
single
We use
time they
Wingman
lose
for
someone
more
really important for their
offense
retake.
than objective goals. Jerwin clears the corner, 2 more, and EU takes care of Monsi as Jerwin bit off more than he could chew. And it's a 2 versus 3 retake. 100 Thieves
Whoa.
have Hunter's Fury.
Whoa,
Really have
that was
time to go
impressive.
for it. Xander's barely holding a line, but he still gets 2 and makes the job easier for EU in the 1v1.
Around the
But now the time is
walls,
running out.
breach damage. Can't really
It's
play
really
the breach
tough.
damage
Teague
here.
just has to play his life. The spike has been tapped. Teague isn't gonna check it till he gets to the halfway point. Shots coming out of EU. Teague halfway diffused, and EU
Oh,
saved the
boy.
round for 100 Thieves
Yeah,
by 0.6.
Teague.
That
It was
good
like
kahunas
good,
from both
good,
of the
good,
players,
good, good,
too.
good. The
For Teague to
mistake.
not even swing at all off
Yeah,
after the
if
first
you felt
half.
about the timing here, like if he just peaked on the like the 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds before his half in, like he had owned it. He'd actually done the hard work. He should have peaked a bit earlier. He let him get half fast.
To even get a better angle on that second spray, so they could actually catch T, go even for the spray through the box, and win that off the time. Very, very nice 1v1 here, won by EU towards the end. But a 5-5 scoreline. Now you're looking at the story of
he
this
did.
first
He's
half,
messed up
still
a
very
little
good
bit.
from both of these two teams. But finally here, the economy's
It's
broken for
oh
Trusted
man,
Plug.
it's a giant round for them
Grouped
to
up a little
lose.
bit more.
Like we
This
said,
timeout
full some
looking-
Dante.
or coming out from the timeout, a little bit more early information trying to get gained by 100 Thieves, recutting back towards the attack spawn on the B side, not pinging anybody.
Him safe with the
So I
prime as
know
well.
now
Thank you
that
for the 11 months.
mid
Thank
is
you, thank
weak
you.
here for 100 Thieves.
Oh. Oh.
Austin out with the Hunter's Fury and the overdrive. Anyone who was pushing
Oh, dude,
A
this is nice with the breach
just
show as
got
well.
buried.
People are doing this at the moment.
Plug
This
are
little
already
push
down
over
two,
towards
and
A,
now you're
it's pretty
holding in
cool.
Spawn and
I
Monsi.
wouldn't say doing this against
At
the
least
eco
get a
is the one,
trade
but I do
there
like the
before
overall strat. It's
heading
nice when you
back
breach damaging
away.
here, pushing
There
them
is
out
the
into the
Omen
open.
TP
Could
to
maybe
grab
get your
the
silver lines a
spike,
bit better than they
reestablish
did,
that
but
A, Monsi's gonna sell the B fake, and hey, do more than just that. His lurk picks up cryo.
And they think it's B because of that.
yeah, they actually
Running
think
back
it's
towards B,
B.
like, oh crap, it's not
That's
there.
incredible.
So you're forcing a TP at spawn. You're splitting both players too. So 2 individual 1v1s are about to happen.
Except Boostio has Rolling Thunder and Fault Line. Starts with the Fault Line. Mikey's around the corner and should be able to recover before Boostio wraps. Meanwhile, we'll check in with Bao versus Xander. And Nubla doing just fine
Whoa,
on the
whoa,
100
whoa, whoa.
Thieves.
I compliment you so much.
Slow and steady does not always win the race. And
Okay, 100 Thieves kind of get away
up
with
by
one a little bit there,
round go for
to
the
be honest.
half.
Yeah, and that was actually on even Trust and Plug's side that didn't stay grouped up on the post plant. Everything was so good on, yes, it looked like a great crunch for 100 Thieves, great retaliation coming back, keeping Monsi towards the spawn for that pick. And then flipping the map, knowing that the push was so aggressive for 100 Thieves down towards the spawn. Everything was so good until all of the spaghetti towards the end. Important fights that should have been won here by Button Bao, and also right here
Don't
from
silly,
Mikey.
just saying it
First
how it
catching
is.
their opponents off guard. Landed,
Is
or
this the
shot
only
first,
100
but just
Thieves
couldn't
off-season
finish up the
event?
fight.
I think so. Yeah.
It's around here for 100 Thieves
I
to
think
take the
that's
lead
right. I
in
don't think they
this
have
first
anything else
half,
planned.
last round of the half in itself. And pings
100
coming up
Thieves
here.
are
Yeah, sorry.
100
just,
Thieves are just really good at winning their,
They've been,
their
I
1v1
think
duels
they're
under
actually, like,
pressure, and that's
treating
where Plug can
off-season as
sometimes
an
falter,
off-season.
but hey, there's Plug at least.
Because you gotta look at
Not
last
eating the
year,
Rolling
right? They
Thunder
peaked
to
at
the
the wrong
chin.
time. They peaked at like
pings towards
Shanghai.
Boba means
Honestly,
potentially
you
even
could
a
maybe argue they
late
peaked like
push back
before
towards
Shanghai.
a split on B, depending what happens here.
Spike down A.
Sherwin picks up the 2. Now can pick up pace because those are the 2 that usually like to hold A alone until support arrives. So Plug
Yes, what the?
just getting ready. Bao just got his smoke back, so isn't gonna go for the one-way quite yet. Just now, as 100 Thieves just quietly walking past some smokes. Could be Asuna surprising Bao in that moment. as he teleports on top
This
of the
boss
box.
is so
100
strong.
Thieves have a neural theft,
Oh, Omen
but
as well.
there's no corpses near
Like, this
Cryo to
boss should
use,
win a match.
depending on this 1v1 with Teague. Now 100 Thieves have the neural theft. They'll see a
Oh,
ping,
boy.
and someone's already on the
There's no
spike,
way they lost this
holding
round.
to
That's
defuse,
devastating.
And Bao
Yeah, they're
is too
losing
late
some
to the
criminal
party.
rounds.
7-5 half for 100 Thieves.
Oh man, the pulse plants are hurting right now. For
Yeah,
Crystal
they
Blade
really
the
are.
last few rounds.
He's not wrong.
Great job for 100 Thieves to even close out the half on just some clean retakes towards the end. And again, that's what we were mentioning before.
They
Something
cleared
that this
here. Did
composition's
they need
really
to
good
have
at
2
is
here
just
with this
the flood
plant?
retakes.
Prioritize
And I gotta take a moment at
sides.
least though to
No
give
one on
praise
site.
at least on Trust and Plug learning from even their past games. Against Blue Water, they were getting timed a lot, and Monsi was also getting killed so many times. as he
Lucio
was
flaming
trying to
them
set
there.
up, like,
I mean,
thrashes
honestly,
to
it'd be
play,
warranted.
against
It was a
Bob
bad
and the
after
rest of
plant.
the team here against Blue Water. So maybe that's why they're having like Teague plant instead, so that Monsi could use Wingman to create more space, and then they leverage Rolling Thunders towards the pulse plants or even the takes on the site to try to keep this game close. And we're seeing similar things as the first map. We had a 6-6 half on the first map, now it's 7-5. But Trust and
What
Plug,
date
this
is
where
that one,
things
Desp?
kind
Do
of
you
fall
know?
apart when they take the defensive side. At least they're not. They're still up in a tempo though. They're taking advantage of this round by pushing a lot of
They
players. down
peaked. You
towards
didn't
mid.
see
You
nothing.
already have
No, but in
Joey
terms
trying
of
to
like
listen for
form, that was
footsteps.
when their
An
form was
aggressive
best,
trip
right?
towards the
Like
very
the
beginning of the team
qualifier, I
towards the
guess.
very
What was it?
front.
Stage 1
So that Plug play the retake
was
after.
their best. Stage
Right,
1.
100 Thieves
Summer
just storm
Shanghai.
into the site. Plug had their camera. They saw this coming. Smokes in position.
I mean, have we
Now
just not
it's a
got the
race
best
against
after
time
plant
with the
pauses?
spike
We're
planted.
doing the one over
And you got the
towards
paranoia coming
side.
out of Plug as they
Yeah, Asin has done pretty good here. Do we swing?
It was a good flash from Plug to try and limit this. And it's
Damn.
Monty that just take
The
over
5
the entire
pass and
lobby.
floods.
That was the quickest retake.
Yeah, the 5 person
and
with
again,
flood
the
was pretty
aggressive
good.
trip was just to
I
sound the alarm and
thought
say, hey, they're heading towards this site. We could just hold back towards Woba.
It's pretty
Camera
nice
up
from
or
Plug,
keep the
right?
camera down
Because
so you can actually
market
leverage
was
that onto the
still
retake when you're ready to
open,
go
like
for
the
the
pressure of
protocol.
here was still
Taps
on,
it,
so
sees
no
the
one could
info,
like
they go for
proper
the flood
swing.
retake, and yeah, very, very clean towards the end. And just to tie a knot to what I was mentioning on the changes here of Monsi not being the one planting, the reason also is
Asuna
'cause when
alone?
he actually had the
Yeah, a little
flashes,
bit.
he was getting owned so
But I think
many
that's okay
times in
sometimes
his
on this
thrash
map.
by Aftershocks,
But
from
then they
Zeke
also
on
didn't
the
like give
other end
themselves
too.
options.
Again, which is probably
Like
why
they had a
changed
better
that tempo
plant
to
and then
have
played
Teague be the
here.
one potentially even to diffuse for the team when it comes down to this defensive half, so they could use the Rolling Thunder a lot more than the Thrash.
Scanning ahead.
Got an outlaw by 2 from Jerwin. That's holding mid. It is smoked off. And you got a Bucky from Bao holding elbows. So 100 Thieves.
Hey, getting
pretty
Boostio
confident
orbs, trying to get breach
about
short
their
as
B
fast as
hits.
possible. B pressure
It's just about
confirmed.
grabbing the orb and
Route back towards
dealing
A.
with this one way. That's what Cryo's been trying to get
Smoke,
vision
top
on.
and
but he's getting
middle.
blocked off there by Bao.
Normally creates pressure and pulls this guy off.
Now where the smoke is from 100 Thieves, I wonder if they're trying to cross.
Yeah,
to
they're
mid
really
and
trying to
give
make it look
the
like a B
illusion
hit
that they
right now.
want to do that, and that's why Plug are just peeking past the smoke and into mid. Now the paranoia from Plug is hoping to
that was
slow
nice from
this
Asuna.
down, and the
Dude, that was
Bucky
nice from Asuna. He did
It's
tank
like
the
good
Omen
amount of
flash, but he
hits,
knew
so
that
Asuna
they
and
hit the Omen
Boostio.
flash as well,
100
so he was just
Thieves
trying
still
to get
keep
as
their
much
legs
distance as
and
possible
still
so his
keep the
team could
spike,
come
and
in.
they're about to plant, and they're trying to get ahead of the game too, playing
Oh
at the
boy, what are we
backside,
doing?
But Cryo's not able to stop the cutoff from Plug already retaking, and now you got the Outlaw in the side that gets 2.
And Boostio just
Okay.
got spotted.
Yeah, nice shots.
Okay,
It,
yeah.
it got a little bit scary. I like the I like how they
That's
approached
how
this.
you
It was
enter
pretty
back. A little
methodical
bit of a
eco rounds
miscom
that
too,
honestly
and mistiming
isolated one
between
over
Zenner
towards
and
A
Asuna, 'cause
for
it
sure.
looked like it was gonna be
And then they jump
an
on the
endless
A
battle
player.
right here, but you definitely saw that the paranoia also hit Asuna as he's trying to slide across. But if anything, 2 players slipped through on the scaling that 100 Thieves was trying to do. I think it was on the person towards short to be a little bit faster on the tempo, so that even if he dies, at least they'll give an opportunity here for 100 Thieves to turn around from elbow, fight and trade in that spot. But just slipping through, allowing Jerwin to come across and get all of the
Bonus
value
is pretty
out of
good. They
this
know the
outlaw.
Outlaws here. Everyone
That's gotta hurt
prioritizes
here for 100
heavy
Thieves.
armor. Right, we get Bulldog. Meant to be a tick.
Being able to
Get a
carry that
Bulldog, we get a
Outlaw
Guardian.
over is always nice. And not gonna even bother to look at mid because it's been smoked off, so you might as well just keep supporting Bao.
It's a great call for you to say that the outlaw's still there too, because now you're seeing your 100 Thieves are forcing full armor out of everybody, knowing that the outlaw's still out. So that keeps economy very
the
low.
stun split
So
them
Plug
up.
winning this round, especially with this first blood, if they're able to convert this into a 5v4 victory, then
You
that's going
patch
to bring
now,
the
old
economy
patch.
one more time for 100 Thieves.
Because of these
Big
long-range
kill.
kills, Plug can't even go and recover the Vandal that was dropped by Boostio and B main. But that was Bucky. May not be that interesting to 100 Thieves, obviously. And now they're just creeping up through A, slowly but surely. 100 Thieves could be selling a fake at A. Paranoia even through the backside. 100 Thieves want to
Yeah, there's Xander.
possible option is Plug or on
Okay,
the
now
flank
how on
through
earth
mid,
do you
and
react
it's
if
the
you're
danger of
Xander?
keeping no eyes and no Lyric on mid, and this is
Jesus.
too much for Xander to handle. No
That's just
way,
individually
1v2
insane,
like
fair play.
that.
That's
And that
nice.
is the signal for 100 Thieves. Pedal to the metal. Spike about to go down.
That's how he reacts, yeah, apparently so.
We'll see how long this
A
outlaw
lot better than
lasts.
anything I had planned.
Probably not too long towards the end. 3 still players very healthy in the spot. And
Nice
Mikey
shot,
has to try to-
dude.
has to
I
try
don't know
to
why you
retake
direct
with
up
a
jumping.
What a
You're killing me
shot
out here.
from German right there. Holy.
Player standing.
Okay, we'll 1v2 and hoping to find a better weapon
Oh.
for this. Wait, Xander! was
Oh
trying
my
to
god.
prevent exactly
Bro, it's such a
that.
good clip.
Just
Oh my
when
god,
you
it was
think it's
actually
over,
sick
what a
round from him.
clutches.
Because it was a nice shot back his sight, even though Asuna did do a direct up.
Back-to-back rounds, he's
Did the
hero.
no scope.
There is no wrong
Back
I think
a
I could have
sight.
said about 100 Thieves in that round. I think
Dude,
the
force him down
reposition
to
was
an
good, the
eco
jump
as
peek
well.
was good to
2-9
fight
loss
info.
bonus.
He was just
They could have light
landing
armors,
shots
but they're
right
just
there for
gonna
Druid.
found by an
And he's
outlaw
on
again.
Something different on this map here.
Bro, give me this shot
because
back to
he
sight again.
Doesn't look like he wants to miss at all on the map pick of Trustin Plug of Sunset. Look at that
That,
shot.
that looks so
Oh my
nuts.
God.
It kind of looked like he
That
intapped
low
him. He
scope
was already
after
down
he
low.
slides here.
Remaining.
Accuracy.
So good. That'll be different next patch, but
Yep.
for now, Plug certainly did damage to that economy from 100 Thieves after he talked about the shield buys.
Yeah,
They
they,
still got
they
Vandals,
force
though.
in. I'm surprised we
But
don't
this
have
is
an
such
outlaw
important
here.
round for 100
Thinking
Thieves
that they
'cause this
might
has been
force all
3
eco. Like, you
unanswered
just win either
wins
way.
from Plug and Neural Theft from Mikey. 100 Thieves have their lurk deep into mid, so no flanks possible for Plug, at least not one that will go unnoticed.
And it's that one single plant too that allows for 100
Probably
Thieves
might
to
have
get
owned
that
it.
extra credit to buy what they have right now.
Okay, and you got a teleport. Xander can help.
I don't know if the
support
luck
back
makes
corner
sense to
as
go there
Plug
when it's
hope to
vision block
retake,
here,
and
so
they're
they should
coming
only be
from
watching one
market.
way
They're gonna
though.
still do what they can because they have the trip set up from Mikey.
Like, I'll take a
and
little
the
bit
neural
of responsibility
theft,
for
so
that,
Plug are
but
gonna know
at the same
how to
time, did it make
infiltrate this.
sense? No.
And you see both corners held by 100 Thieves. The rest are trying to escape through main. And Plug have market open to try and fire back, and Plug with a great stun
Yeah, this
from
is
Jerwin
kind of what we
too.
wanted to see
All around
earlier.
the
Low
smoke in place,
HPs
100
though. It's a
Thieves
lot
off
down
the
to Xander.
recon.
Does have one.
Too much information, but on top of the box, Xander peeks above the smoke, gets 2, and it's just Monsey. 100 Thieves Plug.
Doable.
What a map this
Really
has been.
doable.
So back
Really,
and
really
forth.
doable.
Monsey, the wingman starting to defuse, and the flash gets Boostio, but Monsey
Dude, what a
couldn't
round
finish
from
the
Xander.
job.
It's huge.
Boostio kills him while
It's the
blinded
first time we've
too.
kind of seen
What a
that
nice
though,
little
right?
try.
The bait smoke and
Forcing
then
Boostio
TPing on
out
top
after the
so you
wingman
can
just
see above it. That was awesome.
crosses and then
Had another
gets hit by
smoke
the
as well
flash
to
and still
actually
wins that
fuck
fight.
himself
I mean,
off.
That's actually quite clean. But that's something that's missed here on the side of Plug. Just smoking the B main.
Xander?
Yes, it's
Xander's
actually
been playing
quite
good.
strong now on
Real
the
good.
defensive side to actually utilize on, you know, a team that's trying to play the outside spray because it's not as effective as it used to be. But they negated the shrouded step started from Xander that could TP on top of the box.
Big round
and just
chat.
Annihilate Trustin Plug. So back
Big
to
round.
an 8-8 scoreline.
So is it
and
3,
Trustin Plug at least
3 and 3?
the rounds that you lose, you
3
learn.
and 3 are people that can't
hopefully
buy
they won't fall
next.
into the same mistake the second
What
time
else we
around.
got? Oh, you're getting this A orb right
So
now.
close. Fault line trap ready for 100
Yeah,
Thieves.
go get the A orb. Where you going?
Plug walking up to.
Dude, even 100 Thieves are like, he's gonna get the A orb, right? We can just wait
He's
for
making
it.
some noise, and that's when
100 Thieves are waiting for
friends
him to tap the orb because they're like, they're gonna want to get it. Oh my god.
100 Thieves. They get hit
Whoa.
by the flash from Monsey, and then Teague
How
picks
did
up
the Gecko
4.
Flash actually hit all 3?
That was so nice.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean, what
really
you
sick.
do, just
It was a
nice little
Gecko Flash
combination
into
from
Breach
Trustin Plug
Flash?
and
Or
even
maybe
Neural Theft
other
gets
way
the
around,
ping
I'm not
onto
sure.
EU, trying to grab that orb on that B site.
Are
and
you like
your target
turning
loss is
the
pretty much at
Breach
this point,
Flash as the
so
Gecko
stay
Flash
behind,
goes
you're
up
hoping
so no one's there to
play
shoot it?
1v1s every single time and hoping to win a round in your favor. But
Yeah, I
this
think
should
the
be a
timing
round
worked
where
out so
EU
well
will
there.
Try to conserve his weapon.
I don't know if it was Gecko into Breach or Breach into Gecko.
Right.
Either way,
Forward,
it tanked
though. He's
flashes.
Maybe trying to bait the Echo Flash, knowing that they're still trying to
Oops.
clear back here, and oh, he was
Oops.
so close.
Guys.
He's still going for this.
Guys,
Wait,
it's
took away
okay.
2
Dude,
guns.
100 Thieves
Not
after eco,
bad.
they're in a rough
Could've
spot.
taken 3
Actually
there.
in a
That
rough
was-
spot. They are on the
Oh,
easier
shit.
side.
No, for real. At that
But
level,
it's getting a little
and
close,
knowing
and
EU
we're
and
looking
knowing
at
how
like the
good he
ult
is in
diff
these
at the
moments,
moment.
That should have been some cleaner shots. We've seen some much cleaner rounds coming out here from EU in the past, and especially in VCTs. And in those moments, he takes full advantage of.
So
But
funny here. 100
unfortunately,
Thieves
let
are
that
just like,
slip
well,
and trust in Plugs is
they've
able
got to
to
be going for
convert
the
back and
official.
get
They have a
off.
good
This
setup.
great W tilt that you mentioned for both
It was
Plugs
kind of
and
like
T
Plug
to
not
swipe up here this
prepping
4K.
ahead
Look
that
at
won
that.
him the round,
Three
which
of
is
them are
weird.
blinded. Everybody's so focused on that left side or behind the rolling thunder
Bro,
to
they
try to crunch
tanked
back
so
towards the
much
elbow
util here.
that they weren't ready
Yeah, the
for
Gecko
T to
Flash
just win out.
actually
I guess
wrecked
it's just
3
that
of
little
them.
fault line that missed that single line on top of that on the right
was a
side,
perfect
'cause if
Gecko
T
Flash.
actually got launched at the same time by the rolling thunder, we would have been saying something much more different on the side of 100 Thieves and how good they were to take the A side. But great spacing, I guess, timing utilized by T to.
Whoever
allow
got
Tristan
winning the
Plug to
monsters
regain.
reloaded.
Just the multiple angles.
See,
of
probably
Yuto,
Giants. I
whether
think the
it's
Giants
Monty
roster is
from
pretty
one
good.
side with the
I think
flash,
we
T
underrated the
with-
Giants
an
roster
elbow
in
with the other flash, like
the plat chat.
kind of seeing what
Be
100
honest.
Thieves use and then trying to react, but really just trying to play off of.
I would say Giants are liquid
from
what we've seen so far. But then again, liquid's the question mark. And so is Giants, but I just think the Giants roster is really good.
Plug could build up some good insurance rounds from here.
Yeah, definitely. And a much different Plug than what we saw in Haven against 100 Thieves. Again, this is the reason why they picked this map, something they're very comfortable to play on. Around here with a big split towards his B side, a
Okay.
flash. I think that once again hits Asuna, so he can get
Okay, Wall
full
bails them
control
out.
of Market.
Sova ult to get over towards the site. Another time that we've used the Sova ult into an eco, but I actually like this one a lot more. Get the breach ult out of him, kind of helps them get around the corner though. We definitely got to keep an eye on Cryo. Cryo can annihilate this round. Oh my god.
Aren't that comfortable? Yeah, they're still
That
trying to
is a
fight
giant
the market
kill,
to
dude, the
mid.
Silver season.
Sherwin
I mean,
didn't look both
Omen
ways
season.
before crossing the road.
There's so many ults going out.
100 Thieves.
They stopped tunnel visioning, dude.
Got detained. Plugger doing the most out
Oh
of
my
carving
God.
their way through mid, leaving this
Big
to be a
1v1. Boostio,
Boostio
you're
with
a
the
lunatic,
classic,
man.
Mikey with
Chill.
the Vandal. Boostio playing a fault line. Great anti-util from Mikey with the cage up. He heard him close.
Lucio, what are you doing?
Now ring around the Rosie. Oh, the shot. Boostio there,
What
and
is he
Mikey locks
doing?
up the round.
Surely
And
not.
again,
That's how you
yes,
play
it
the
is an eco,
1v1.
but it's still Boostio with the Sheriff and or Boostio with the pistol. And you know what Boostio could do here in those moments, especially on that map. But
For
I love it
God's
from both
sake,
sides. A bit of spaghetti, as I mentioned before, on how they were just trying to fight back with aggression on both ends. Look at that overheat coming out from Derwin. Nice little retaliation. Everybody gets funneled out, and you're using your pistols to your advantage, right? Boostio almost got that one there on to Mikey, who knew Mikey was low, was playing the mind games pretty much at that point. But you wasted out a lot of defensive utility, a lot of defensive ults too on your eco round for 100 Thieves. That's a small win for
Love
the
this
attack
stun.
side.
Oh, this is nice. This is really
The
nice.
economy is in shambles, and Derwin. I mean, there's
Stun,
Win in
flash
his name
over.
for a reason.
Wait, they got some alright
One
stuff, man.
dent into 100 Thieves, but at least they've made their way into B.
Guys, you gotta stop planning here.
They've taken care of some of the Sentinel util as Asuna pushing through.
Okay, good, you can see it from market, but
Does what he can to get ahead of the game when it comes to the market. Retake potential from Plug.
big flash.
100 Thieves want more than
So
that.
close that they might not be able to turn
And
it.
this was after Plug were in a 5 versus 3. Things are not so decisive until now, until 100 Thieves tried to
Really
surprise
nice
them, and
shots.
Mikey stands
Dude, they're
above
running
the
away with
rest.
it. They're really
Mikey
running away
and
with it. Might be
Derwin
going
have
third
been
map
playing
here.
Lights out. I gotta say, Derwin the whole map, but Mikey finding this groove here on this second map. On the second half, rather, on the defensive side. Just being so good anchoring up right now on this B site. And now 100 Thieves.
They're getting
you
whacked.
mentioned it,
This is a really cool mid push.
Again, a scenario where a fault line, the aggression comes out. This is what 100 Thieves were looking for on their own defensive side to get the best value out of fault line and Neo moving down, and Neon rather moving down, and then catching bullets. I mean, I might as well call him Neo at this point because Derwin's dodging every single bullet with these kills. But that said, Plug is doing exactly the game plan that 100 Thieves are doing on these crunches, and it's actually working on their side.
Revealing area.
Plug just stays so stoic. Even with 100 thieves swinging on them. Now you got neural
Okay,
theft,
recon's
so
nice.
Mikey's
Know that
role in
no
this
one's
round is
close.
so important, and he's always solo
Go away from
holding B.
breach short, break camera. You know that Cypher's here now.
After hearing those shots, he's like giving respect to that. Maybe hoping if he can get a kill with the weak buy expected at 100 thieves, he could activate the
Okay,
neural
now we
theft
get the
as
good
soon as
plant.
possible.
Double lock
But the
over
plan just
towards
goes down
middle.
on 100
It's actually pretty hard
side
for
as they
Plug
can
to win
hope
this.
play to B main. And Austin is just gonna pick off Mikey, so no neural theft, but big
We'll
win
do
condition
double
card for
luck.
Plug.
Like double luck's going
They've
on
already
this.
started to flood in, but Monty and Tigra
The problem
behind,
is that
Drew
like
doesn't
Xander
carry,
needs
like
to be the one
one-man
over
army.
towards A main with this
Now his
plant.
initiators are by his side, and
And
there's
that flash has
100
just
thieves
revealed
coming
it.
through mid, and
Dude, he
a
got
big
double with
backstab out of
Stinger.
Xander happens, but his position's revealed and he's blinded. He's got to take a
But
second.
you're done
the
for.
defuse will get halfway. It is actually being stuck, and I don't know if Xander can do
Damn,
anything
nicely
about
done
it.
though. Nicely done from Plug.
He tried TP
Yeah,
across
the
here,
Omen has to be B
praying to
main.
somebody that he could actually pull out his
Even
weapon
though
on
the
time
double
to get
flank
the
was,
wall
like,
bang
kinda
and
cool
at least
idea.
a drive-by to get the pick, but it's still the full defuse towards the end. And somehow
dude, 100
that
Feet's
could have
definitely
been
happy that this
pivotal
map's
because
going.
Monty threw a dizzy towards the air. It actually did blind Xander, and there was no audio cue for him to turn around, and nobody calling me that he was still behind the map. But thankfully, they still had more numbers for Trust and Plug. And dare I say here, I mean, I guess I will because we are casting for those who dare. But Plug are at map point, and they have an opportunity to push this into a third and final map against 100 Thieves, where to a lot of people is a surprise.
For sure. This was the winner of Qualifier 2, and it's Sherwin had first and second last time, but gets caught by the Asuna util. And 100 Thieves keeping Jerwin in check just like they did on Haven.
This should be one though.
100 Thieves
There's 3
still
more
have a
after
run
this,
ahead of them.
and Plug can just disable their
And it's
ults.
Plug that just need one round. It's 100 Thieves that you have to demand perfection from them. And this is Plug's map pick, and you did say this was their strongest map, and man, through blood, sweat, and tears, they've made this scoreline happen.
Thing is,
So
there's-
that 100 Thieves are trying to be like stealthy, but then they're
That's the
just
thing.
shooting.
Still giving so much respect here onto Trust and Plug, despite winning the first 2
The
duels
Plug
against
Mark
Monsi
pick,
and
dude, they had
Jerwin.
some nice stuff.
Again,
I'm telling you.
because they haven't really found
They're,
real information around the map. You see that Cryo's still consistently tapping.
I mean,
into
their
the camera
Gecko's
in
been
case there's
doing a
somebody
lot.
else moving around. But for Trust and Plug,
But
just
they
for
feel
their
like they're
position,
setting up the neon really
watching
well.
middle, making sure they're watching each other's backs and gambling that they can have a lot of these bodies on the B site and potentially even just save their weapons if the plant comes in. But as I say that, and you heard the TP over towards A, they're gonna try to go for it.
Asuna jumped right into the trip. Unlucky. Trying to prevent the plant, and yeah.
Breach damage.
Thieves
It's a
have
shame
to try
they
this
didn't
again,
time their
and
breach
Plug
damage and
have completely
spam.
surrounded them.
They would have killed Spank.
There's a flash from Teague, and Cryo reacts. Double kill right off the box. And Mikey is in a 1v2 neural theft, but
Oh, this
it's
one
just
got
gonna hope to
close,
drop the
though.
last one and couldn't
Yeah,
turn
this
in
3v5
time.
got
100
close.
Thieves
No joke, if
barely
Plug
clutching
timed
these rounds to
their
get through.
breach
Cryo's
damage
continuing
into
to
the
just
spam
be
here, that
a
is
saving
a
grace
different
right
rounds,
now
no
for
doubt.
100 Thieves. It almost looks like his lurking capabilities, his play style, kind of like just suits into this Cypher role. Mikey, nice little wall kill from that trap kill. But
Yeah, the
that said,
Cypher's
with them trying
popped
to go
off.
for it, which was surprising because it was a 3 versus 5, but dropping 4 players in the process,
You've
keeping
got a
the
lot of
economy low
ults.
for 100
If you're
Thieves.
Plug at the moment,
Half
though,
shield
you
for
just,
2 players.
I mean, you just get the
On the side of
breach.
the attack, not the best of utility too.
Just
I
get
mean,
breach,
they have 4 uses traps
orb
here
on
the,
this round.
attack side that was missing, but it was already placed.
They go for a 4-1 heavy retake, just
Seems
info
for
either
100 Thieves,
side,
they
so
wanna
they
stay
want to
towards the
retake
death
no matter
zone.
what.
Don't want any more shenanigans of getting pushed here towards
Okay,
tiles. They just want to go
100
for a
Thieves, let's
5-minute
see how you
towards
play it
the-
this time. With the full sight,
Well, who needs
you get
shields
all
when
the
you
back
got speed?
control.
Asuna's got the
You don't
overdrive.
fully plant it in the corner,
Locked
which
in,
annoys
ready
me
to
still,
go.
but
Plug have also their trip
guys.
at the backside. 100 Thieves
Dude, they're so
wanted
happy
to
this
take
map's
the
going out.
initiative like they've done in the past.
The
but 100 Thieves are
the
just
amount of
gonna
practice on this map is really
hide their
minimal, you can tell.
fortress. There is the fault line, rolling thunder in response from Boostio to stop Plug from flooding back in, giving a chance for Asuna to
Yeah,
get the
just
edge
bait
against
for the
Jerwin
Omen
at
now.
5 HP.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, just not
great
feeling
breach
very
damage.
Sharp. Asuna's hoping to use his body to do as much damage against this retake as possible. And a 3 versus 2. 100 Thieves are barely holding on, and Plug are at the doorway, testing, and Bao comes from behind, crunching. Teague just has
so
one
close.
left. By the skin of their
Okay, it
teeth,
always goes
100
down to a
Thieves
1v1. Rexa was taken with the
away
prime.
these
Thank you with the
rounds.
2
Right,
months.
like,
Thank you,
again, the
thank
last
you.
one is
Pansy,
just
what's up? How
sealing
we
a deal
doing?
for 100 Thieves. But at least I gotta say, probably Sleek is gonna be like, oh god, look at this, a little nice play here by 100 Thieves on a post plant. I mean, just if you're looking at Boostio's position, where they're placing a Rolling Thunder, it doesn't hit those 2 players hiding behind the boxes. They have the walls too to just make sure that nobody could flood back from Plug back towards the staircase. After that decimates, they throw an Omen smoke on top of that, just so that Trust and Plug cannot get the best value of running through the smokes and trying to fight back here and retake from the staircase.
Yeah, Brian, it's
very nicely done. I mean,
okay,
that's
just
the
an eco as
side.
well, so this one should be a little bit
If you're
easier,
gonna
but
try
then
to
they got
hold
this.
back here in the post
All
plant, you
5
have great
ults for
utility
next
to
round.
Just keep those 2 players and 3 players anchored up inside B and not have to
What
be
on
forced to
earth would
play from
100 Thieves
outside the
call
sites.
against that? Probably
Now the
mid.
economy's broken for Trust and Plug. All this moment where, like I said, dare I say, Trust and Plug to try to push this into the 3rd map. 100 Thieves has a little bit more to say here.
Yeah, and Austin didn't even use overdrive last round. You got the Judge with it too, but 100 Thieves have dialed back their aggression. They're not trying to overextend.
Algo buy is pretty good.
Really test
Gotta be
the aim
pretty
out of
scared of this
Plug.
though.
I mean, 100 Thieves had the confidence earlier in this map to do stuff like that, but definitely respecting that any mistake that 100 Thieves do could be the end of the map for Plug.
Fake B. It's 1, 2,
Thieves gonna break the
3.
recon
So
over
one
it.
person moves over from the
Some
rotate.
attention from Plug.
They sell it with
Austin's just
Asuna
gonna
going in. Does that pull the
one-man
other
solo
2?
overdrive into the
Almost.
site. Just giving at least an
At least
option,
pulled them
giving
out of
really
position.
scaring Plug, if anything.
Okay. Stinger back
Stinger
a sight.
They don't have enough
Yeah.
players.
Ooh.
They're hiding behind a not so sturdy box, but at least 100 Thieves get a
Oh.
trade, and Jerwin's there with the
dear
overdrive,
God.
and he got a thrash on top of that too. This could be the end of 100 Thieves on
20
Sunset,
seconds.
especially on a half buy from Plug.
Okay,
Lucio
Plug,
went
take
through, and
one.
it's an intel
They
of
take
the
the map
Rift
here.
team
You
to
could tell
end
100 Thieves.
things.
I'm
Plug will send us to a
guessing.
deciding
I'm
map
guessing
3
6
of-
games on
Oh,
this
what is it,
map.
behind? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm behind.
Not
Dude,
too
I
many
can't
games
believe
on
that
this map
happened,
for
that it was,
sure.
a Thrifty that was from Intel